everyone, and welcome back to All Fabric 6. We are back on the server. In the last episode, we made our windmill into an apple. That is it. No, we did some other stuff too. The main thing we did was we automated pretty much fully this simulation chamber. So it's got power hooked up, courtesy of the Ender Gate. It's got a data model in here, specifically the skeleton data model. And there's a few things to note here. One is it is currently at self-aware tier, which I believe is max tier. So that would have taken a while. This thing's been running, I assume 24/7. I'll double check my chunks here. Is this force loaded? Okay, it's not, but it is around other people. So there's a chance that it's sort of got some residual chunk loading, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so there's more lore there. If you're not sure what's going on there, I'll fill you in later. But yeah, we fully automated most of this. Now, here's where it might get dangerous. Dangerous might not be the right word. We automated polymer, which is an ingredient that goes in here. So we have that automated. And I believe it was working, which means chances are we're out of something if that thing's not full. And I'm worried that it's going to be all of our iron or something. We'll check our system. So I'll open it up. Okay, we've got iron. We've got about 5,000 iron. That's really, really good. Really good. In the crafting thing, it's currently crafting lapis, it looks like, and that's where it's stuck. So that's pretty good. I'm glad to hear it, because that means that hopefully my everything isn't broken and that maybe it just, I don't know, maybe for whatever reason the chunk loading on this didn't work. Even though it is chunk loaded, maybe it was also the chunk loading there. Who knows? All I know is that we didn't lose all of our stuff. And that's a good thing. So if I cancel that, it should actually order some more. We can see it. Oh, I see the problem. The lapis is being placed in the output because, once again, these tech reborn machines are a little bit old school. So I think what I would need to do is tell this guy to input from below, like that. And then I would need to tell it to, yeah, hold on. I need to remove this output. Yeah, we messed up that config on the last episode. I think I set it up so that the output could input from the bottom. Whereas obviously we want this one over here. So if I close that, we want the input to input from the bottom. That makes a lot more sense. So we actually could have the entire system fully automated without this cable here. But by doing that. So at the moment, it auto outputs to the side. We can remove that and tell it, hey, auto output below. Then, if we open this up again, we can tell it, hey, also, you're going to auto input from below. Does that make sense? Do we feel good now? And so that should work. So if I go ahead and cancel that, the polymer should actually craft now. We should get what we want in here. Everything should work. Yep, there it is. I mean, that's all we wanted. That's all she wrote. So now, this machine should be up and running again with no issues. Now, we also messed around with applied energistics again and hooked up another little one of these setups. It's hideous, I know, but it works, okay? So we'll leave it as that. But yeah, sweet. So this guy works, and he's going to be doing a number of things. One is we'll get pristine matter at a 42%. That's pretty good. And we'll be getting otherworldly matter. So those are the two benefits. Now, with those things, we went over it a little bit in the last episode, but I guess I'll cover it a little bit again. So the... what do they call it? Yeah, this stuff here. The overworld matter, we can craft a number of things. So for example, if we need like spider eyes or rotten flesh or prismarine or iron ingots, which by the way, obviously we've got a zombie farm, but if you didn't have a zombie farm, because they may be a little bit hard to get, you could turn a pig farm into rotten flesh into iron. So you've got a few options here. You've got some pretty good ideas. You can also turn a stick into potatoes. So there's plenty to do. What we also get is obviously the spooky, scary skeleton pristine matters. And they can go into a loop fabricator to emulate a wither skeleton, however that works. So, long story short, we need this guy here, the loop fabricator. So, let's see if we can make one. That's what we're aiming for. So we're going to need suit plates. That's easily done. There we go. And then we are going to need a suit machine casing. So we can make that, and then it looks like we also need to make some more suit plates. We've got a decent amount of that stuff. And then that's a loop fabricator. Pretty easy to make, which is good. We'll bring this guy over here and hook him up. So, I guess we'll place him there for now. It's fine. We can move him around later if we want, I guess. And here he is. I don't know if he needs power. I'd assume he would, but I don't see any, power source there. If we run back over here and get our pristine matter, we've got a decent amount, to be honest. I'm surprised. We can chuck this in and see how it's going to work. So I put it in there. Oh. Okay. And it starts filling up. So there's no, power source that we've applied. It's just charging, I guess. Or, processing it. Oh, we get cursed droplets, ash, arrows of slowness, coal, arrows, withered bones, and bones. And I'm guessing there's an even smaller chance for withered skeleton skulls? I'm not sure. Is there a way to turn these bones into a skull? Is that something we can somehow make happen? Not particularly. I'm now a little bit concerned that we're not going to be able to get with the skeleton skulls, which was sort of the whole point of this. To be fair, it is pretty OP, but it's also like, I put in a little bit of effort to get this far, I guess. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I'll leave this game run for a bit. We clearly need to hook it up though, because this is going to start filling up. I just don't want to fill up my system with this stuff. I may do exactly what we did with our miner over here with our drill, and we'll set up another dock with some danks. I mean, it works. It's pretty good. Yeah, we may as well. So the dock requires black concrete, so we're gonna need some black concrete powder. Luckily, we can do that. I'll quickly make this guy. He's not too difficult to make. All right, next up we need a dank. You know what we constantly need? It's barrels. Can I just make a stack of them? We can make 6. That's, you know what? It'll last us for a little bit. So we'll make that guy. We'll make this guy. What did I just upgrade? Oh, I just upgraded the wrong dank. That's fine. Look, it's fine. Everything's okay. Do we have gold laying around? Not particularly, but once again, we probably only need this guy, at least for a little while. So, how do we want to make this happen? I think it's fine. I think we can slap him about here. We can chuck in the dank. That should be fine. We're going to put a storage dude on this. So maybe I'll pick it up for now, just before we get things placed. I need a storage bus. I also need a wireless access point over here. So I'll tell you what. Let's automate it. We're constantly making these wireless access points. I recall someone left a comment on how we can possibly make it infinite ranged. But from memory, it sounded difficult, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And we'll just place these little access points. I mean, they work, They're pretty good. So we want this recipe. Oh, we need patterns as well. To be honest, the final ingredient, like this wireless access point, we can probably craft that manually still. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to fully automate it. So what we mainly need is this guy automated and the Fluix Pearl. You know what? We have enough, whatchamacallums, patterns. So we can probably just do it. Why not? And then you get used in, where is it? Wireless access point. There we go. So we'll grab that pattern too. Okay. Everything should work perfectly. We'll chuck these in here with that as well. And then search wireless and order ourselves an access point. We need more Certus quartz. Luckily, I happen to know a guy. It's working pretty well. And that is obviously our villagers over here that we can trade with to get us an insane amount of resources. And we may as well grab that while we're there as well. They're pretty good. So these are, once again, hooked up to our wheat farm. And obviously the server's on 24/7. So I am getting more out of this than I guess you would just normally, right? Just purely because it's on 24/7. With that being said, obviously, if you have the time, like if you are actually playing more, because I obviously do like, 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day, you would obviously just do more farms, more villagers in there, and then all would be well. But yeah, so there is that to keep note of. Or you can play on a server. That's even the better idea. Okay. What am I doing? Yeah. A wireless access point, so I can craft it now. Beautiful. And what are our quests? What have we done? Deep mob learning. So we've got the loot fabricator. Take that guy. And we did a Mark IV machine upgrade at the end of the last episode. So that's, I guess, the other one. What do we get from that? Annihilation cores and these ingots, they're actually quite annoying to make, so I'm glad that happened. Oh, which reminds me, I wanted to do a lot of crafting. I wanted to make a bunch of like Mark II upgrades to upgrade these machines. Can we order one? I need more silver. Yeah, we need to sort our silver problem out soon as well. Wireless access, I think, is done. Yep, beautiful. So we've got that guy. He hasn't showed up in our inventory, but he is there. I swear. So we can place that guy there. And now we can open this here. Beautiful. So I can search for my storage bus, if I can spell it. Might have to order a brand new one, but that should be fine. I'm sure we can make it happen. There we go. Some bits take a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I need to automate acceleration cards for... None of them are there. For the inscribers, so that we can make our processes faster. Or, like, that's one option. The other option is I make another requester, and then I can just keep processes pre-built. And I think that is the better idea. I keep forgetting that that's what I want to do. So I'll try to do that this episode as well. Okay, so... okay, we'll go sleep. I hate them. I genuinely hate... I've said it before. I could say it infinite times. I hate phantoms. I just despise them. Come on, hurry up and hit me. Yep. Okay, the other one didn't even hit me. Don't even think about it. Do not even think about it. Alright, by the way, we have on top of this, we have a sleep charm. Which, I mean, it's meant to do what you would assume it's meant to do, right? But clearly it doesn't. Maybe I'm meant to right-click it in my hand or something. Who knows? But they should hopefully take care of themselves. So yeah, we need to add some filters here. So specifically, you know what? We can sort this out a little bit better. I just need to clear my inventory a lot. Alright, so the plan is that I grab one of each of these. So we go these bones, these arrows, this, that, maybe this, probably that. And then we go into here. We add each of these into this. So we've got the normal arrows, we've got the droplets, all that fun stuff. We're going to set the priority to, like, 1,000, maybe even chuck on an extra 0. Why not? And so that's where it'll try to store stuff. So we'll then place down this dock. We will, that should be good. Insert extract, that should all be fine. I need to place in this dank, like so. And it should start filling up. Obviously, once I hook this guy up, which I haven't done yet. But for now, we can chuck this stuff in. That should be good. I'll lock them as well. What this will just do is it'll make sure that at least we have one of each of these storages. So for example, when I take the bones out, I can't take them all out. So it's pretty handy for, doing stuff like that. Although, I don't really know what I've done. I think I messed things up a bit, but it should be fine, hopefully. So then, we get an importer, ME import bus, and we will chuck that guy there. And that should start extracting the stuff. Now, it's going to be pretty slow. We probably want some acceleration cards, but it will do it. You know what I mean? So that should be fine. Realistically, we do want something to void the stuff, if there's extra. What's this doing? Withered bone, withered bone. The dank should be able to hold more than one stack. Very strange. Don't know why it's doing that. Oh, there we go. I have a feeling when I broke whatever I broke before, by like double clicking and doing all that stuff, that it messed up the order of everything. So I think that should be fine now. I think everything's, everything's going where it should go. So I think we're good. What I was going to check though, was can I have it void the extra stuff? So for example, if I click on... No, none of these actually do this. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pick up the importer just to stop it from putting things in here. I'm going to pick up the dank, and then if I open this up, what do we have? Pick up. You can see down here, it's currently picking up everything. Now it's picking up filtered, and now it's picking up void. I'm very curious as to whether it will void stuff being placed in there through our machine, because that would be perfect. That would mean that we wouldn't have to hook up, like a trash can buffer system or anything. Same should be done with this guy here, so I'll just quickly do it. Set that guy to red, chuck that guy back in. I don't know, fingers crossed it works. To be fair though, this guy over here, he is currently the purple dank. So he can store 262,000 of an item. So we're pretty good there. We don't really have to worry about that one for a little bit. But yeah, all we need now are acceleration cards. A decent amount of them. Not a crazy amount, but you know, just some at least. So we could probably make them in there. Why not? Let's jump in here. Acceleration card. So this guy here. Obviously, we're going to get our flux crystals from trading, so we don't need to set up a recipe for that. We do need glowstone. What do you reckon? Do you reckon this guy offers glowstone? I don't really remember. He does not. Oh, he's very eager to tell me he doesn't either. We did have an alchemist at one point back at the village, but I think some of them jumped over the wall. And, well, we don't have them anymore, is I guess the follow-up. We've got plenty of, you know, iron golems protecting the place. I think there's one outside if he's still around. But I don't think there's any other villagers here, which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Not too sure what to do then. Now, to be fair, we do have a decent amount of glowstone because we were mining it from those twilight forests. So, like, you know, we've got all this stuff. It's just a little bit like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like having a limited amount of something that we use as often as we do use glowstone in these recipes, but it's fine. I'll place down, I guess, a full stack, and we should be good for a little while at least. All right, sweet. A little under 4 stacks, but you know that's fine. Let's then go back in here, and I think what we were doing was making some patterns for this guy. Alrighty, so we'll grab the acceleration card, and then the advanced card. Might as well automate that as well. And that should be good, so we'll chuck this guy out here. If it'll take a while. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, so now I should be able to search acceleration card and order a bunch of them. For now, we'll order 2. I think 2 is pretty much what you want for most of these little machines and whatnot. And then what we'll probably do is try to order the actual ME requester, which I guess I can probably order now. I guess not, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got acceleration cards. I will order the requester. There we go, I guess that's on its way. And for now, we'll chuck these into this machine over here to allow it to actually, or not in the machine, but in the bit that takes the stuff out. Currently, it's got stuff in it. And boom, there we go. Now it's taken care of. So, in the perfect world, we'll start getting wither skulls. We have 7. Alright, I'm going to take them out because I don't know where we got them. And I'll chuck them in here. And I'll place them in here. If this works, we'll be getting more than 7, right? We'll come back and it will have gotten us some. Now, I don't know if it genuinely, if we got these from this. I'm really hoping we did, but it's possible that we didn't. Like, I will admit that it's, you know, we could have just had them, maybe. Or there's a multitude of other ways that we may have gotten these skulls. The other thing I will do, though, is get an exporter to place on top. Because obviously we need to, what's the word I'm looking for? We need to be putting this pristine matter right into the guy. So, once the formation core is done, we'll be good. By the way, all these like slow crafting recipes, that's what we're trying to solve with this requester. So we'll see how that ends up happening. And so now I guess I can do that, and that should be good. And so this guy, I just need to tell it, actually I can grab it from here. Oh, spooky, scary, pristine. Chuck that there. And this should now fill up, hopefully. Yep. Awesome. So this is fully automated. The entire thing. Full of polymer, full of power, full of everything. Honestly, the only part that isn't automated is the, this guy here. We still have to manually put stuff in, which actually looks like we need to put some redstone in. Which luckily we can do. There we go. That should... maybe... This should have put some stuff in, regardless of whether it's on at the moment. I think once this gets below 7.5, it turns on. Does it not? Because... Oh, 70%. So once it gets to 7 mil, it'll turn on. And I guess maybe then it will use the redstone. I could probably flick that. Maybe that'll do it. Auto mode is off. I would have thought that means it would turn on, but it has not. So I'll just keep auto mode on. Hey, look, it'll figure out what it's doing. But yeah, that guy isn't automated. We're not putting stuff in there just yet, because we haven't really had to, and it's probably better time spent elsewhere. At least I would think. So where was I going with all that? What are we up to? I feel like I had a great idea. The requester, yes. The requester is going to be very, very, very beneficial. So the requester we almost have. What don't we have here? Oh yeah, the co-processors. We should probably just make the recipe for that, since we are going to be using this quite a bit. So we'll go pattern. Yep, craft more of these guys. I really should fully automate it. The problem is, I don't really know if we have the materials to fully automate it just yet. So we want crafting co-processors, like so. While I'm here, let's just automate the full thing. Why not? Get it all done. That way I can just order the requester without having to mess around too much. So I can search requester, and I can order one, and it is on its way. How do we want to do this? What do they say on them? Settings can be copied with a memory card. Okay, so that's pretty much what I want to do here. I want to grab a memory card, which we're going to have to order. So we'll take it just a little bit. Alright, so memory card. We don't need a memory card, but I'll do it. We can shift right click this guy, and that will now store the information on this requester. That will then allow me to pick it up, which I think I'm going to do. I say we pick it up. We can chuck this guy here just to make sure that these are all connected. It should be fine. Everything should hopefully still work. And we'll probably place this guy just somewhere else. I think it'll be nicer to have him all the way down here. So obviously we've got these here. It is carrying 5 channels on, I assume, the red network, which I believe is the first network we did. And this guy's carrying 27. So we can attach these. That should be fine. The question would be, where do we want to attach them? I guess we can just do them right here. Why not? So requester will go there. He's attached. He's hooked up. This is now carrying an extra network. We can now right click with this guy, and that should input all of these options right here. The batch size, it did not carry across, which is odd. I guess it's also requesting that stuff, but we wanted to do 10 of each, and you need to make sure you press enter as well. It tried. Yeah, that's very odd. This guy, we were actually doing 5 at a time, weren't we? I believe so. But the rest of them, you know, look like they know what they're doing. What else did we want to do? Oh yeah, we wanted our other requester, which should hopefully be made. Yep, beautiful. This guy's going to go there. And we want this to hold processors. So we're going to search processor. We want logic. We want calculation. We want engineering. And I think I am going to say do 10 each. I keep forgetting to press enter, but do 10 each. That should be a pretty good amount to have. 1 at a time also sounds like a pretty good idea. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I think I'm happy with that. This guy will up to 10, so I'm now happy with that completely. The next thing I want to do, it's probably going to clog our system for a while as it catches up and crafts all these things. That is the one downside. So what I may do just for now is up these to 10 at a time. The benefit there will mean that it'll just take up one crafting computer rather than taking up, what do you call it? You know, both of our crafting computers every single time. So this should now order 10 at a time. And so as you can see, it's just going to take up the one crafter in theory, as opposed to if we had 10 crafting computers, it would do like 1 batch on each, maybe. I don't think that's how it works at all, but we'll just do it this way. I think it's fine. Maybe. I don't know. But long story short is we're going to be expanding our crafters down here as well. Yeah. I do think that, like, this red network is not going to be able to hold enough. It's currently got 29. I do wonder, can I do the same color? For example, if this one was red as well, does that just work? Do they share the carried channels? I guess they wouldn't. I guess they wouldn't because this one is the input and the rest are outputs. I think that's how they determine it. So the only way would be if you could somehow duplicate this guy to also go onto another face of the controller, but I don't really think you can do that. Let's quickly check in on this guy. Do we have 8? Oh, we've got 11. It's working. It's working perfectly. Now, as you can see, the stack count in here is 1024, so we're already going to be getting a lot more. And the fact that this hasn't voided it is a little bit worrying. Obviously, we're going to have to sort that out. And we can do it pretty quickly. So we'll get a trash can. We'll get a storage bus. So I'll have to make a new one. That should be fine though. Yeah, we don't have crafters. Forgot about that. We're going to have to wait a little bit, I think. Because that's going to take a while. Just for now, what I might do is I'm going to turn both of these off, or all of these off. And then I should be able to cancel that and cancel this. And it shouldn't order anymore. So that should be fine. It will order some, ingots and whatnot, but we should catch up pretty quickly there. In fact, why did it? We're only ordering 100 of each. Don't really know why it did that, but I mean, I assume it's fine. It keeps cycling through and crafting all of these ingots, and I don't know why. Like, it should not. Why do you want that stuff? You don't need it. Why? You do not need it. Why is it doing this? It does not need it at all. There's no need. We've got the stuff. We've got 100. 1. You need to keep 1 in the system. You can craft 10 at a time, but I only want you to keep 1. Like, I don't know, it's being extremely stubborn. What? Let's turn those off so I can fix them. I don't know what's happening. It's doing it though, I guess. Nope, have I fixed it? Okay. Nope, are we crafting more? Great, alright. Can I toggle you off? Or I guess I'll leave you on. But I need to bring this down to 0, I guess. Or down to 1. Okay, I think it'll do that last craft, and then I think we're good. Like, if I cancel you, are you gonna order more? Don't even think about it. Okay, awesome. Not a clue why they decided to do that, but they did it. They did it. They just couldn't help themselves. What are you doing? Okay, okay, so now I can search crafting, and we can order some bits. So I've got a crafting storage, and we can order a coprocessor. We need more Certus quartz because I think it turned all of it into silicon. Yeah. Great. It's fine. I mean, we've got plenty of stuff. Look, everything is a-okay. So I'll grab out that. Oh. Alright, well, we've got that in there. Awesome. We'll clear that. Oh, didn't want to clear that. We need the crafting coprocessor. So I'm going to make a bunch of these and just chuck them down there. Pretty much as many as we can fit on the network. Reason being is that way we'll be able to craft more stuff. So currently this is moving 29, so I can make 3 more computers down here, and that should be fine. So we'll go ahead and do that. So once this is done, I will want 2 more. And then once that first one's done, I'll want 2 more of these as well. Alright, and we've got 1 more being crafted now. Should hopefully be done in a second. Any second now? 1 more second. And it's done. Okay, awesome. So we'll grab that. That guy can go there. So now we've got 5 more, or 5 total computers here. So I reckon, yeah, all this stuff's hooked up. Can we up this back up to 100? It's not going to order the stuff and just... Why is it ordering the stuff? That's what I don't really get. Locked because it is crafting it. It's currently crafting tin to get our tin ingots up to 100. But we've got 200. So I don't really know. What if can I clear these maybe or something? Can I? Okay, yeah, I can clear them once they stop. Alright, I guess we'll try it again. So I'll drag this in. If I increase this to 100, does it start crafting? No. Okay. Cool. That's all I wanted. So the memory card setup for these guys doesn't really work. I mean, like, maybe it does, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't think I did anything weird, but it didn't want to work. This seems to be fine. How much silicon do we have? Is that accurate? We have more silicon than we need, and it's still trying to order more, so I'm probably just going to remove that as well and just put silicon back in. Yeah. So my advice is, oh, we do not need that much. Just 20 is probably good enough. And do 5 at a time. And yeah, so we're all green. Everything's good. So yeah, probably don't use the memory card. And that should be fine. This stuff here should also be fine. So I'll go ahead and toggle those on. And it should start crafting. Yeah. Some bits we won't have. For example, I know we won't have the silicon now. So I guess I'll have to go and, yeah, get more stuff from the guy. If he even wants to trade with me. Now, what we could do as well, we could place another trading station in here. And if I place like a stack of emeralds in it or whatever, it will trade for whatever we want. For example, we could have a trade for any of these things. With that being said, can I hop up here and open up this guy? I can. I can trade with this guy. Beautiful. Okay, so as you can see in here, it is crafting stuff and it's doing things, which is good. If I search processes, we've got some engineerings and some logics. Beautiful. And what we would like is... what do we want? We want acceleration cards. So we want to click on this and say, order me 10, for example. It's going to use, sadly, calculation processes, which are the ones that we don't have already crafted, which is very, 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 very upsetting. Okay, so where were we? If we go back over here, can we fix this whole thing? This is clearly making a mess. 25 skulls though, that's looking good. We wanted a storage bus. That's what we were trying to make, but we wanted it to be faster. And now it should be faster because it shouldn't have to craft pretty much anything. So storage bus. We want that to go onto a trash can, which I guess is going to be placed here. We could place a trash can in the corner. maybe that'll make a little bit more sense. So we'll place that guy there. Currently he'll be doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing, which is a little bit of a problem, but I guess it's fine. And I want to... I don't know why it does that. How can I make it not do that? Sure. We'll manually grab out every ingredient. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. So inside of here is going to go all of these. So that should be everything. And we want to set the priority to be like 5,000, right? So this guy here, his priority is 10,000. So it'll try to place stuff into this guy. If he's full for whatever reason, it will then try to place stuff in here, which is obviously our trash can. Arguably, I wouldn't want with a skeleton skulls, but honestly, if this thing's full of skulls, then it probably doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm not too fussed about losing anything beyond that point. We're probably well beyond there. And yeah, it should be fine. I don't think any of that matters too much. Sweet. So, what's next? There's a few things. I can think of. First of all, let's see if this guy's done. He should have ordered a bunch of our things. He looks like he's done. Let's search acceleration cards. Can I order 10 of them now? Yep, we've got 5 of the processes available, so it should just be a crafting recipe, and it should be pretty easy. Maybe some stuff needs to get crushed, but I'm pretty sure it's just crafting, and that looks like what's happening indeed. So we're going to grab these out, all 10 of them, and we're going to put them to work. So for starters, this guy here currently goes that fast. He now goes, hopefully we'll see it happen. Just wait for the stuff to get put in there. It's still crafting them. It now goes this fast. So that's obviously way better. Now the silicon is next, because obviously the silicon we use the most often. And in order to make these acceleration cards, we use calculation processes. So we may as well do this one next. And so now, overall, this entire process should be decently faster. Now, if we search Inscriber, okay, it looks like we do only have this Inscriber. The reason I checked is because usually there's other mods that add like advanced Inscribers or something. For example, this right here, the Electric Packer. This guy's probably better, I would imagine. Electric Packer. So he'll do this step, but he won't actually make the circuit, it looks like. If we want to do that... Oh no, you can do it in an assembler. Okay, so there is options beyond applied energistics. It's just... they're a little bit beyond us, just at the moment. So I'll tell you what. Let's order another 10. get those done too. Because everything should be way faster now, just in all aspects. It should be perfect. Alright, so I'm pretty much just going to make sure that all of these are full, and then all the extra stuff we can use for whatever we want, now and in the future, obviously. Yeah, should be good. Okay, so, what is next? Oh, by the way, how did we get all this stuff? Oh, visual bug? That was weird, our entire hotbar changed. I do have an idea. If I take all of this stuff out, hopefully it doesn't break anything, and we pick this up, does this guy... Yeah, this guy can take acceleration cards. While we've got him here, we may as well, right? Why not? We've only got one of these things, so we may as well chuck him in. There we go. So now, everything that can be crafted as if it were a crafting table should now be insanely faster. That's how that should hopefully work. We probably won't see much of a difference, but we can hope for it. Actually, we may be able to. If I order 10 more of these, we know how fast they took before, because we have all the ingredients. It's literally just crafting. So now if we do it, yeah. I mean, you can see how much faster that was compared to before. I'd say that's pretty good. All right, so we need more stuff. Now, sadly, we need more stuff. And by that, I mean, we need another computer altogether. This guy's currently carrying things through that same red network. I probably want to move this whole thing, once again, underground into what is seemingly going to be our lab, even though it doesn't really look like it. So we've got all of these on this side. I could probably run the cable along the ceiling and then slap things in the walls or something. Or we could place them in the ground. We could have a ground computers. That's not a horrible idea. We may do that. We may do that. I'm going to go ahead and order providers. So for example, I'm going to order 2 of them. We need more Certus cores. Well, yeah, see, we're going to be needing a lot of that. Alright. I think I just got to go craft them. We could, well, once again, the whole automating the villages. It's not a bad idea. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just easier for me to keep doing this just for now, because we don't have a crazy amount of stuff. And part of the problem is that every time I come here, he only sells me half the stuff, so it's sort of like, yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, so what's the problem here? This guy's moving 32 at a time, so he's full. That's problem number 1. Yeah, I mean, that's the main problem. This guy's moving only 5, so what we could do is we could use the that yellow network down here, and then we'll have plenty to work with. So I think we do that. So all I should need to do is grab out, not this dank. What is that? No, yes, that dank. Grab this guy, grab out our yellow tunnel, and right click it on there. And now it's carrying still 10 channels, but it's going to a different spot, and it should be well. And that should also free up 10 channels on the red network, so it's sort of splitting them up a bit. So this goes down to 22, and this goes up to 15. That sounds pretty good to me. I am trying to craft quartz glass, but it's taking a while for whatever reason. I'm not too sure why. But it's doing it. You know, it's getting there. Oh, there we go. That is the molecular assembler. And then obviously the pattern providers here. Beautiful. These guys are going to go under the ground pretty much right here. So we're going to go molecular assembler. And we're going to go 2 pattern providers like that. And now it's ready to go. Device is offline, which I didn't really think about too much, but you know, you get the idea. We're going to place a cable there. Cool. So now they're online. Awesome. I can probably rebuild that. Yep. We could do a pattern encoded down here. I kind of want to bring all the stuff over down here, but I also kind of want to do a bunch of molecular assemblers. So maybe if I do planks, and I turn like all of these into crafting tables. There we go. And then we search molecular. Because I know what I'm doing here isn't anywhere near to being the most efficient way to do it. But I think it'll look nice. If that counts for anything. Like I won't have anything underneath. So that's going to go there. We'll have that there. Then this will go here. And that should be good. And then I need... like, I guess I can bring over the other pattern encoders. Or pattern providers, sorry. And that should be fine. We'll see. We'll see. I've got a mess to clean up. But moving things into a much bigger area is just going to pay off, I think, massively. I could wait for these to finish crafting. They're pretty much done anyway. I think you can cardboard box them as well. I may give one a try. It's risky because if things break, they break pretty heavily with applied energistics. But, I mean, once again, it could save us a bunch of time as well. Cardboard box. Can we make more? Because they're really, really good. They're genuinely good. I could try it on this guy. He's got some stuff that'll be annoying if we can't craft. Yeah, I'll see what the others have. Alright, this guy's pretty simple. Cardboard box. Pick him up. I'll just test one at a time here, just to, you know, hopefully not break everything. Place him there. Shift right click this. Network's booting. Allegedly has all the stuff in him, so I would say mission accomplished. So yeah, cool. Nice. I'm happy. It worked. And we'll just do the rest with everything else. So we'll come over here, and we'll chuck you on there, we'll chuck you on there, we'll chuck you on there. Pick you up by yourself, chuck you there. Boom, 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 boom. And then what we can probably do as well is... Oh, can I get you as well? Beautiful. Ta-da! And then finally... Ta-da! Nice. Very tidy. We'll jump down here. Da, 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 da. The only thing I could think of would be this cable not being able to handle it. Right? That's something that could happen. Do we have a dense cable on us? We do. We have a big dense cable. I'm going to slap this guy here instead and see if that somehow does anything to assist us. So I'll leave that open for now. In the meantime, I will place down all of the cardboard boxes like so. And we even have room for another one here. Cardboard box there. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Are they going to stack? Excellent. Oh, is this just a cardboard box? Oh, alright, well, sure. I guess that makes sense. Here, I'll just move this guy over there. That's probably going to be easier than the alternatives. Nice. Okay. Everything is allegedly hooked up and ready to go. I can put that stuff away. Why not? To double check, we'll search pattern provider and I will try to order... What do you reckon? Just one more for now, just to test. I guess that's fine. Order one should be done. Yeah, cool. Okay, now, one thing we'll have to do as well is put in, you know, the accelerators into all of these if we do want to do that. Accelerations. So I've got 10 more, so that works for me. 10 in there. Can I just shift right click? Yep. There we go. Cool. Or 5 in there, sorry. So what is the next thing that we are going to autocraft? Oh, actually, I was going to grab the pattern encoder too. I did forget. Well, I remembered, but I remembered that I forgot. Everything's fine. Alright, so we can grow Certus quartz. Like, that's an option. If we get a block of Certus quartz and we drop it in water with a Certus quartz crystal, a charged Certus quartz crystal, allegedly that will start growing Certus quartz. Because this guy is currently not giving me any more. Which is very annoying. Alright, well I think I was only going to do that to make more patterns anyway, and I don't really remember what recipe I was going to automate with the patterns. But I'm happy with what we've done so far. Clearly I've got to put, like, I don't know, some white concrete or maybe some marble or something in this underground area to make it look a little nicer. Or bluestone or something. You know what I mean? We just got to put some sort of walling around there and that should look great. The main thing though is obviously this guy over here, right? He's doing an amazing job. He's doing great. If we wanted to, we could add these as well just to sort of, you know, give us some extra potential in terms of getting what we want. Can I clear this? Why is this like near impossible to do? Alright, there we go. And put that there as well. No. Don't even think about it. There we go. And bookmark that. Okay, cool. But yeah, so the main thing was to get our hands on Wither Skeleton Skulls. The reason for that was that now we can literally craft Nether Stars. We don't need to worry about anything else. The otherworldly gems, or what do they call it? The extraterrestrial matter. We can make 2 of them at the moment, so I can do boom, boom, and there we go. I've got 2 Nether Stars. Oh, they're a little bit buggy in the inventory, but My whole inventory looks a bit buggy. That was very weird. But we've got them. Now, if we want more, as you can see here, we have an end data model, and I can swap it out in here, and we'll start getting that stuff. Or we can make a second one. We can make a second simulation chamber, and that seems like the better idea, depending on how much it costs. We're gonna need the core. We're gonna need cyan dye. I think we can do most of that. I think a lot of that can happen. So we'll go in here. We'll go here. I do need some soot-covered redstone, so we're gonna need redstone, which I don't have. Really, no recipe for redstone. God, yeah. Okay, I really wish we had some Certus quartz, but someone doesn't want to trade with us. Come on, come on. I need to grow the stuff. Let me know if growing the stuff is worth it. Like if we actually do get a decent amount from it, and I guess maybe we'll do that in the next episode or something, because this is definitely rough. What I could do in the meantime would be grab a piece of paper. Not that paper, but this paper. What else could I grab? I could grab... I think that's fine. I think that's all I need at the moment. And then what I can do is I can... Oh, he's up here now. We can open him up. We can grab that trade. Or the quote, I guess, for that trade. We can place that there. And then I can put the emeralds in there. So, for example, I can open this up now and chuck these in. And then whenever he happens to redo his trades, he should hop down there and actually trade. And we should get them as an output. And then I think they'll just pop up in this exact same chest. I may need to add it as a filter, which is sort of what it looks like. So that's going to be quartz, which I don't know if we have even one of. No, we don't. So it'll probably just be sitting in the trading station here. Yeah, what was the reason for the nether stars? Well, if we go back and look at the dank, right? Currently, our ore dank is this one here that holds 262,000. If we just surround that with nether stars, which as you can see now are easy to make, it will store 2 billion. At least I'm pretty sure that's 2 billion. What do we have? 1,000, million, billion, trillion maybe? Hold on. 300,000. Or sorry, 3,000. Then it's about 7 million. And then it's... I think it's 2 billion. I don't know. I don't care enough. It's a big number. We're never going to get that much. So yeah, it seems pretty good. I'm kind of stalling a little bit because I really want to actually do this stuff and make these trades, but this guy's being extremely stubborn. What we may do is I'll read the inevitable book that we have over here. Possibly that book as well, or at least we'll see what's happening over there. I don't know how big the book's going to be. And then we'll go back and check on that and finish the rest of the stuff on. If you're not sure what's going on, we've got a bunch of little stories, courtesy of people playing on the server. We've got one story which is about this phoenix, definitely not a chicken, named Robert. And then another story about some geopolitical wars going on over here with the Kingdom of Eris, Rafghanistan, Shihaba Jabba Jabba, and the Tundra. So that's what this whole thing is. So we've got that going on. Once again, Raf the cat is so fat. Is that who's over here? No, this is Tasty Air, and then I'm guessing Raf the cat is there. A very Shihabian book. I think it's from Shihaba Jabba Jabba. Read book before opening. Okay, so I need to read this book and then I'll read that, I guess. And it's on a lectern. Alright. Here we go. Hello, dude. Thank you for reading the previous Shahabian book. To us Shahabians, just me, it's very special and close to my heart. Nice. Alright. This book will not be as long as the other one. However, it will have a small update on the current state of... Recently, the Kingdom of Eris, the Tundra, Shihaba and Rafghanistan formed into the Great Alliance. The Great stands for the following. The G is for Golden 47, who is in the Tundra. The R is for Raf, from Rafghanistan. The E is for Elio, who's from the Tundra. The A is from ammo for use from Shihabajobajobajo. And the T is for tasty areas. Okay, here we go. We've got a nice like UN situation. You know, a little bit of some union in the lands. This is good. This is good. I can't see this going bad at all. With this alliance comes a new flag. I've just realized I was messing around with my audio last night. I just got really worried. I need to double check that my mic hasn't been messed up this whole episode. 1 second. The game's going to be laggy for a bit because I'm tabbed out. Okay, I think we're good. I think I've got the right things selected. Okay, we're good. I may have had the funny mic. That would have been horrific. With this alliance comes a new flag, which is placed right above. Hopefully this means that the great nations can have a constantly uprising economy and become a soon-to-be major superpower of this server. Now, back to the Shihabian stuff. I would like to give you a taste of Shihabian food. The egg fried rice in the chest is homemade and is a food close to my heart. I'm sure that you would love it. Homemade, but is transferred into my fried rice store, and Moshika's famous egg fried rice. Also, I threw in another gift because it proves how cool I am. Shihab is the best. Okay, so what we've got going on here is, yes, some information about the lands. There was 5 named, but we've only got 4 pictures, so we may have to do some looking around to see what's going on there with that 5th nation. And it's pretty cool. We've got some bribes here. We've got some more propaganda and some more bribes. Some anti-propaganda as well. So in here, okay, we are not taking pretty much any. We'll take the fried rice, okay? We'll happily take the fried rice. The rest is staying right where it is. All right. It smells unfamiliar. But hey, it looks pretty good. I'll tell you what, we'll put it in our cooler. We'll take out our toast that we've been living off for months now. And we'll put in some fried rice. And you know what? We'll go and check on our guy. We'll see what he's doing. I should actually just double check so I know if I need to come back later. Okay, no, we're good. We're up to date on Robert. We'll go over and check this guy. If this guy's not got anything, or even if he does, and it looks like he might. Oh! Yeah, he did some trades. He definitely did some. He did an insane amount of trades. I don't even know what you're doing, buddy. Well, that's good. Okay, so we can. What was I gonna do? Simulation chamber. Yeah. What part of the simulation chamber were we up to? We've got that. Oh yeah. I was gonna make a pattern. Who moved all our patterns over here? Whose idea was this? God, it's already just horrible, isn't it? I was gonna make a pattern for redstone. That was my new idea, so that we can actually order redstone and I don't have to manually bother with all that stuff. That should pay off greatly. Assuming, of course, that we can actually make a pattern. Why is this slow? What's the slow part here? The slow part shouldn't be the crushing of the Certus quartz dust. That should be insanely quick. The mill spins super fast. There just shouldn't be a problem, but alas, there is. We'll chuck this here. Redstone should be easy. Redstone recipe. We're gonna do it in this guy. Boom, boom. Beautiful. Yeah. So we can probably do with keeping it over here, I guess. The grinder is this guy here. I need to be hopefully able to reach the guy underneath. We can chuck that in, and now we can order stuff again. All right, so redstone. I'm gonna order, 1,000 of it. Nope, we can't. Don't know why we can't. Probably because there's not enough bytes, but we'll order 700. Yep, that I guess is gonna happen pretty quickly. A lot faster than I thought it would. Did we upgrade this guy like crazy? Oh yeah, we did. I forgot we did that. Beautiful. Okay, so redstone comparator needs redstone torches. We'll make a stack of them. That solves that problem. So we'll do that. We also needed more soot-covered redstone. So that's going to be taking this out, running to the front lawn where we've got a block here, and spam clicking this. I'd love if we could do more than one, but we sadly doesn't look like we can. Alright, soot-covered redstone, beautiful. We need more soot plates, I believe. Maybe we didn't, maybe we did. Who knows? I think we need one of those. So I'll make one of those. Beautiful. So now all we need is the cyan dye. And the cyan dye, we're probably going to get from the cactus green and the blue, but I'll just have a quick look through. See what else there is. And apparently we'll do a little bit of rhyming while we're at it. Alright, so cactus. Yep. Barrel cactus? No, just cactus. And then lapis should be good. Once again, let's get some of that crafted. That'll probably pay off. And we probably want to turn a bunch of that into blue dye. That will sit in there. Grab this. This guy will sit there. And then while we're at it, why not? We'll add cactus green to this as an output. Or sorry, we'll add just green. I guess it's not called cactus green. Green dye. That way I don't have to sit here and watch it. And then, even though it would probably pay off to sit there and watch it, we should be able to combine all of that. And all should be beautiful. Oh, I keep searching cactus, but it's just called green dye. I keep forgetting that. Well, there's our cyan. We've got a stack of it, so that should be pretty good. And there's our simulation chamber. So we'll go hook this guy up, make sure he's working. And then we've pretty much got infinite nether stars. The only other piece will be the... I can't even think of what it's called at the moment. Why can't I think of what it's called? The soul sand. So we'll search blazing. Oh, we'll grab this guy. Slap him on front. Then we just need an exporter and an importer. So we'll go ahead and do that. That guy shouldn't take long at all. And then we need an importer. And that guy we can actually just order one of. Nope, we don't have spruce planks. I should probably go make a recipe for that. But once again, I think it's fine for now. Alright, the importer's taken a while, but we can at least do the exporter. So that guy's going to go there. Obviously, we've got a cable, so you're going to go there. We'll have a cable there preemptively. You are going to just be placing in polymer, which we've got here. I probably should make a crafting card for that guy as well. We could add it instead to our requester, which I may just do instead. That'll probably a nice little middle ground. That'll keep things sorted quite nicely, I think. So we'll just hop down. Where is it that we do it? Down here. Alright, so this requester is going to get polymer added, and we want to keep... we can keep a stack of it, and you can pretty much order a stack of it at a time, although clearly you're going to make things difficult. Alright, update it to be a stack, make sure that guy's a stack, and then click request. And that guy should light up. Beautiful. That's the polymer being created, and that should be great. It's going to keep a stack in the system, it's going to do what it needs to do. This guy should hopefully fill this guy up. Beautiful. All we need is the importer, which is still not here. Why is he not here? I think this is a cancel and order again situation. Something's clearly... something's not right. My first guess, as per usual, if everything should be good, is that something here is missing a channel. Yep, we've got 2 missing channels here. So I'm guessing, even though we've got a dense cable here, but it's only got 5 channels connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then, including this, 5. So I guess that's the 5 that's connected. And then we've got 6, 7, or 6, 7, roughly. And then, as you can see, these ones don't even have a connection. Actually, this one's online, surprisingly. So that's the 8th. That does add up. So what we may be able to do, possibly, I guess we'll see. This guy is missing a channel. I may be able to just hit him with one of those, and that might be able to provide extra channels throughout this network. Is everything online now? Yeah, looks about right. So I guess as we, expand upon here, we'll have to add in some connections. Although I am concerned, this one will be here. Then that, okay, then there will be one connected there. But I don't know if that's enough. Who knows? Why is this not opening either? I swear, didn't we have a connected network down here? What's happened? Why is it not open anymore? Wherever I placed that wireless access point, I think it's lost its ability to wirelessly access. Does that make sense? What have we done? Did we have one down there, or was it the one up here that was working? And it's now missing a channel. Okay. Alright, great. So what I probably should do as well is just, yeah, who even knows? Just connect that there as well. But then this won't have enough channels because this is just going to be insane. Yeah, okay, so I sort of get it. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But if we disconnect this, that should be fine then. Maybe. How are these going? Who knows? Can I open my thing yet? Yes. So what I want is just dense cables. I hate how expensive the cables are, to be honest. Can I order these? Is that going to happen? It says I can. We'll see if they show up. So we want this. I guess I'll put those in. Craft as many as it lets me, which is going to be 8. Sure. We're going to densify those. Sure. And we're going to pick you up. And we're going to go boom, boom. So now this guy should be fine no matter what, because he's connected straight to a dense. That's going to be perfectly fine. He's carrying 20. I almost didn't even realize. That should be 25 total at the moment. Is that what's happening? Yeah, 25. All right, well, that's fine. I still think we want more dense, but I guess we're still crafting stuff. Is everything online at the moment? I think everything is online, so honestly, I think we're good now just by adding those dense cables there. Yeah. All right. But yeah, realistically, we'll probably dense all the way across there, and that should be good. And then at any point that we need to connect a new P2P for a different color or something, we can just, branch off of this pipe and, disconnect them. It's perfectly expandable. Somewhat intentionally, somewhat unintentionally. Like, I wanted it to be expandable, but I kind of forgot about the P2P channels, but it's looking good. It's looking good. So what was I doing prior to running into that issue? I was hooking up the polymer. That was what we were doing. And then I needed the import bus to finish the automation here and to allow the system to run. So we search import. We've got our import bus waiting for us. Slap that guy there. He's probably good enough, to be honest. These things don't generate that many resources at all, so we don't need to put acceleration cards in there. No point wasting them. But yeah, there we go. So now, if we go back in here and I click Nether Star, I can shift click this, and we can make 11 of them. And so all we're out of is the soul sand at the moment. And what I can do is I can, oh, sorry about that. We can run back up here. I can grab this out, open up my system, chuck this in here, and we now have the highest tier dank that has an insane storage for different types of resources. And it will literally store, I think, infinite. I mean, it says 2 billion, but I think it's just infinite. I mean, we'll never reach that, so sweet. We'll grab our quest rewards and then we'll probably wrap this one out. Go there. We don't get too many crazy things from this stuff. Boom, what do we get? Some glass cables, honestly, quite nice. And then we get some nice little tea. Beautiful. All right, sweet. Yeah, that's all for now, as far as I'm aware. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you for spending the time on the server, to each and every one of you. Genuinely, seeing all these claims on the map, it's so cool. It's genuinely so cool. I love it so much. So thank you guys for sharing this joy with me. It's really, really cool. So thank you guys. Hopefully you are enjoying the series. I'm having a lot of fun with this series, which I thought I would, but as per usual, I sort of underestimated how much fun it would be. So yeah, thank you. The mods that we have nowadays are genuinely crazy. Like the fact that there is just casually this windmill, just, generating us some rotational energy, doing some really good stuff as well. And the craziest part to me, just by having played for so long, like back in the day and whatnot, is how I just have shaders on. You know what I mean? Like the shaders are just on 24/7, right? Like that's crazy. And just on top of that, to put that into reference with like the time that we live in, I'm on a laptop. You know what I mean? Like it's so crazy to me. It's genuinely so cool what we can do nowadays. It's so awesome. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Don't feel pressured to donate. I know that I mention it. And then also, I mean, bringing up the donations is sort of like me going, wink, wink. Like, I'm not going to say no to the money, but if you're not financially stable, don't even think about it. There's no point. Watching the video, more than enough. Thank you guys. With that being said, thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy over there, Andre, who is a dog over there. And actually, hold on. Name tag. Do we have an anvil? We have a new tier 3 channel member. So thank you to... We don't have an anvil. We don't have an anvil. How do we not have an anvil? We've got an anvil somewhere. Yeah, anvil. Beautiful. Welcome to... the channel name... I'll get the picture just to double check. I remember, but I don't want to butcher it accidentally. That would be very upsetting. Here we go. Loading up the picture. There we go. So the channel... Well, we'll type the full channel name. Right? Why not? It is... Welcome and thank you to Sven the One. There we go. Now, I do not have another little wolf. We've obviously got Andre down here. I could, honestly, hey, we've got 3 channel members. I could rename these villages to be the channel members, or 3 tier 3 channel members. We do also have other channel members that I'll mention in a second. Maybe. We could do that. We could have a giant villager farm. Or I could name the fox in here. Which I think I might do if I can nail it. It's very risky. You may end up being a sheep. In which case, sadly, there is nothing I can do. You will just be a sheep. But I'll try. Hold on. I think I had better luck up here. Oh! Wait. I thought maybe I could get it as its tail like stuck through the wall. Hold on. You ready? Wait for it. Yes! There we go. Okay, Sven the One is now a fox in there. So thank you for supporting the channel in more ways than one. Thank you. On top of that, you'll see probably on the screen now, or at the end of the episode as per usual. We do have Sven joined 6 days ago. And then we had people join quite a little bit ago. I'm not sure if I mentioned them. We have Corby from 26 days ago. Genuinely, I do not get notifications when it happens, which is very upsetting. I would have to check the list every day. We also have Meister T. I feel like we maybe remember them. And then, of course, we have Lexi from 1 month ago as well. So thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all that stuff's on the screen. There may be some more. No, I think those we've done. Yeah, I'll try to do some checking out base videos this weekend. If I don't get time, that'll be upsetting, but I do want to. Honestly, we've got to do some updates on some of the bases we've already looked at, and then I don't know, try to chip away at all the other stuff we have over here. But yeah, that's it. All right, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll sleep through the night and. I don't even know what I'm getting a thumbnail of. Maybe we can do the... I don't really know. We did a lot of everything, didn't we? I think, yeah. This might be the most visually appealing, but... I guess we automated Nether stars as well, so that's probably the better title, isn't it? But yeah. Alright, goodbye.